guys, this is the Mrs. Wolfie from Our Half Acre Homestead. Well, I'm really busy today. I'm gathering up cast iron to clean and season. I've got beds stripped, and I got a lot of editing to do. So I'm gonna do a pantry pull twofer. Okay, I'm going to make enough of my crock pot sauce for 2 meals. So, in here, I have my half to 3/4 of a pound of hamburger. I just threw that in there frozen. And I added some frozen peppers and frozen onions. And I cooked that first, so you get that nice browned flavor. Now here we have the rest of the ingredients. As you can see, there's not a lot of meat in here, but you know, we haven't got our beef and our pork yet, so we are making things stretch. So we've got a jar of Catelli tomato and basil sauce. Remember, I paid $1 for that. A jar of my garden medley vegetables, a jar of zucchini, because this is magic. This shredded canned zucchini is absolutely magic for thickening a sauce with vegetables that never get seen. And of course, mushrooms. So let's start with our zucchini. 4 jars always pops. See how that instantly, you know, Then we're going to put our mushrooms on there. Then we're going to add our garden medley vegetables. 4 jars always pops. Okay, this is our garden medley vegetables. It also has zucchini in it, and celery, and onions, and peppers. I don't know if there's peppers. And then our jar of Catelli. Now, tonight, we're going to have spaghetti, and I've deliberately left the meat in chunks so that Howie doesn't feel like he's getting ripped off. And then the rest of this sauce, which you'll see will be an entire meal's worth, will be set aside for a baked pasta and cheese dinner later on this week. So let's get our lid back on there and let that do its business. Okay, now, gotta tell you, look at that sauce. So here I have Howie's supper. My supper. I don't like a lot of meat. And this, I probably could have done with some more pasta, but this is going into the freezer. Once this cools down, this is going to have, let that sauce soak down around there. This is going to have cheese put on top, and then it's going to be folded into some tin foil and put in the freezer for another day. And this is going to go into a tub, now I'm going to turn it off, for another day. So technically we're getting 3 meals out of this 1 pot of sauce. You're not gonna get a thumbs up today, and use it as a shaker to shake the Parmesan over top. Okay, now, my plans for the spaghetti dinner didn't turn out as good as well as I had hoped. Howie wanted seconds, so what we had left over, instead of getting a 3rd meal, we're getting a 2nd one. I just put the spaghetti and the sauce in a baggie and put it in the freezer. It's now thawed. But I am going to be adding cheese to make this more of a protein-rich, so we don't have to add more meat. You can add more cubed ham or whatever if you want. I'm going to take, I've buttered my casserole dish, and I'm going to squeeze out half of this spaghetti out of the bag, just like this. Plop. There we go. See, I've got the other half in the bag. And I'm going to push this down. And just for the sake of more flavor and more vegetation, we're going to add, we're going to add some leeks. And here, I've boiled, I don't know, less than half a cup, or less than a cup of macaroni. And I've cooked it again, al dente. And I'm going to just drop this on top of, drop this on top of our spaghetti. More leeks. Leeks. I'm going to have to grow an extra couple of beds this year because I find I use them a lot and I love the flavor. And now we've got grated sharp cheddar, extra sharp cheddar, and marbled cheese. And we're just going to add that. Gas-sized chunks. I don't always grind my fingers down. Right? And we're going to just dump the rest of this spaghetti and sauce right on top. Squeeze it all out of there. I do not know if I'm going to be able to reclaim this bag. I've grated some more cheese. So we're just going to push this down over top. Like so. Grate this cheese, put this grated cheese right on top. And here is meal number 2 of our spaghetti and sauce. Actually, I want to press that down just a little bit so it doesn't stick to the lid. Right. We're going to cover that, put it into a 350-degree oven for about 40 minutes. Okay. Sorry about the tight quarters, folks. I'm cleaning cast iron today. And here, for the last 10 minutes, I took the lid off and allowed it to get nice and browned up. I put my cast iron in there. Oh. He's going to have a plate because the pie plates are all in the dishwasher. Oh. Let's just see. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, because that cheese is white, you don't see, it doesn't look like there's a lot of cheese, but this is really good. And there's still tons of vegetables in there. So let's pepper this and stick a fork in it and take it to Papa. Okay, so this, remember the leftover spaghetti from the other night?
That I left you, yeah.
Yeah, you didn't leave a lot, so that's why we didn't get 3 meals out of that sauce. But what I did was I layered this with macaroni and cheese and leeks, and then baked it. Whoa, look at this. Yummy, yummy.
Good?
It's good. Yeah. Thanks, honey. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from Our Half Acre Homestead saying that's how you get 2 meals out of 1 package of hamburger. Take care. God bless. Mwah.